Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vikings Valhalla Season 1, Episode 7. I already watched all of the episodes of this Season 1. I mean the last ones. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. Like I said a lot during this last episode, I love this show, that's it. They got me, they got my heart. Quickly, they convinced me that it was something else than the original Vikings, that they really thought of new stories, new characters, new issues, new stuff. But with the codes, the things that I loved into the original show, and really I fall in love with this show, you saw it, and with these characters, that's it. I had my first tears for one just during the last episode. I began to have tears a little before that, during the episode 5 for Leif, but I had real tears for his sister Freydis during the last episode. For sure I was gonna cry, like she was having that test to be a child maiden. I felt so proud of her, so glad for her. I knew that it was what she wanted. She finally found herself, her destiny, and she was accomplished, you know, in a spiritual way. She's close to the Vikings gods, you know, she saw the seer, stuff like that, and she's a warrior and she's so good at it, and it was so great to see that. So I was really full of emotions during that moment. So after that, to have her promising that she would be the protector of Kattegat. You know my love for Kattegat, so my love for this character, my love for Kattegat, that emotional moment, that promise, child maiden who is gonna protect Kattegat, that's great. That was really a cool moment. That was tears of joy, so that was great. About Freydis, you know, her past right now, she's a child maiden, she's close to the Vikings gods, which can be an issue. Both of these things with our relationship with Harald, okay, they are close to each other, clearly they have feelings for each other, that's a sweet ship and all, but can it really happen regarding of the fact that he is Christian, regarding of the fact that he wants to be the king of Norway, and maybe he's gonna have to fight his brother for that? Like, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure that it can happen like that easily, these two together. We have Leif also, who returned to Kattegat, and who didn't say yet to his sister that he's beginning to be close to the Christian God, like, you went on that spiritual journey, my sister? I'm glad for you. Me, I began to believe into the other God. You know, the one that you ate because of the cross on your back, you know, you were converted, raped, stuff like that. That's gonna be something. And you know, each time I'm thinking about their father, who is still alive, who has all of that story with the Vikings, he was banished, all of that, like, they gained their honor also back in a way, Leif and Freydis, because of the story of their father. They had to prove themselves and to be respected, and they did the good stuff for that. And just that speech that Harald made during the last episode was so great. So now they have their own place into Kattegat, into this world, this Viking world. Now that they gained honor, they are recognized, they have some glory, the two of them, they chose their path, their destiny, when they were supposed in fact to come to Kattegat only to have Freydis' revenge and after that to come back home. I think that at some point, again, maybe not during this season, maybe during the next ones, their father is gonna come back and discover that one, okay, is accomplished as a Viking, a true Viking like in Canute, because she's living according to the old ways, she's a child maiden, she's protecting Kattegat, she's close to the Vikings gods. But what about Leif? He's gonna convert to the Christian god and he's gonna serve a Christian Viking. That's something. We'll see. I think that for these two last episodes, the main issue, in fact, is gonna be about Canute, the situation in England, the fact that he left England. He said that he was gonna leave England after marrying Emma. And he's gonna come back to Denmark, and what the situation is gonna be into Denmark is he gonna have his men, his fleet against him. Olaf, you played a big part into that because you gave the news to the Queen of Denmark. Did you plan something else? For sure, I think that he wants Canute out because Canute is not gonna make him King of Norway. So he's gonna want him out. But it means that if Olaf succeeds, I really hope that it's not gonna be the case because you know how much I love Canute already. He is making such good speech, you know, that moment, that scene with him threatening everyone. And he's clever because he didn't kill Edmund. He saw an opportunity right there when he could have just wanted some revenge. But still, he's good in battle, he's going for it and all. Like, I truly appreciate his character, love his character. So I hope that he's not gonna die. But if it's gonna happen, it means that Olaf, you're gonna have to face your brother. How it can happen with the chronology and all, I think that the situation with Canute, that's gonna be the issue of these two last episodes, and during the next season we're gonna have really Olaf versus Harald, maybe Leif, Dad coming back, stuff like that, you know. I can imagine also a preparation for the season 2, things like that. For now we need to finish this season 1. We'll see what we're gonna have during this episode. I'm just so excited about it. I'm really spending such a good time discovering this show. I hope that it's also the case for you. Again, I'm making these reaction videos. I don't know if you're gonna appreciate that show, if you're gonna want reaction videos about it. I don't know, but I'm just enjoying it so much that I want to share that with you guys, truly. I'm gonna stop the intro right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can already have the episode 8 and all of the episodes of this season with extended or full reaction parts. It depends, you know, on what I chose to post on my Patreon. You have all of these information and the link to my Patreon on the description. It's the best way to support me if you want. And that's it. Let's go for this episode 7. Okay. That was an evidence, but for you to say it.
For my love, I will give everything. Myself, my family, even my gods.
I would set aside my destiny for you. Promise of being King of Norway.
Really?
So you see how dangerous we are.
You would have an open country, unlike Kattegat, where all faiths can be worshipped without fear.
You have a dream?
We.
Yes, we.
Okay, Kore. Yeah, Kore, you know, like, you survived to so much, the baby.
Excuse me. What are you doing there?
Your Highness, may I introduce King Canute's father?
Ah!
King Svein Forkbeard.
But you must be the boy king.
You look like him, you act like him, or the contrary. And I was worried about that during the review of the last episode. Who would look for your interest, Canute, if you're gone? Emma and your father.
Which means he'll be there as long as it takes to secure Denmark from its enemies.
And in the meantime, I take it you intend to rule in his place.
I do. Could you please explain to me
Why you're not dead?
why you think that you can change them? So let an insolent pup like you live.
Godwin is gonna have more trouble to put his option on this
Provide
one.
an important connection to the Saxon nobles, who are necessary for his support.
I know this child. Kore did this.
Kore.
So you're a cook, Queen Emma?
A cook? No.
My mother was a cook.
She has other qualities.
somehow managed to bring everything to the table cooked to perfection. I don't know how she did it.
She can bring you all of this country
My
cooked
son Canute,
with perfection.
he has pots all over his fire. Norway, Denmark, England, Iceland, this great northern empire. I'm not so sure he can manage it.
Which is one of the reasons he married me.
Because you can manage England.
Yes.
I admire your confidence, but I distrust your ability.
Let her
Please
prove
trust me.
herself. Yes. To destroy a sacred place, it's...
Soldat, met survivors.
Wessex is the oldest of the Saxon bloodlines.
And does that make Wessex special?
Indeed, sire. The House of Wessex is also exempt from paying royal taxes. That is a binding promise from King Ethelred to my father.
Nope.
It's a relic of bygone time. You'll pay your taxes like everyone else.
Edmund,
Clara of
can you
Sussex.
look less interested by the situation?
You are the thread that connects past and present, and know of the deep Saxon bonds.
When I challenged the Vikings on the bridge, do you recall the esteemed ealdorman from Wessex at my side?
No, Your Highness. I was unavailable.
Uh-huh.
As I am to you now.
It's a good decision. I'm not just like, it's a good decision because it's with the Vikings. No. It's fair, you know, in a way.
Have you been here before? No.
What is this?
Critical.
It was.
Saddens me to think of all who prayed here.
It's alright. No one hurt you.
The leader told us he would come. He only spared us so we could give you his message. He said that his god has ordered him to destroy Kattegat and to kill you.
Let's see that. Just
All
try.
dead. Everyone.
We need to know where Kore is. I'll check him and meet you back at Kattegat.
I'll come back to you.
Be safe. Kore will pay for this act. I promise you justice.
I don't need your promise. I can deliver justice myself.
You don't need his promise, but you can accept his help, no? Sometimes she's maybe too proud, you know? Not arrogance, it's pride.
I take it you don't feel at home in Falkbeard's court.
It was bad enough dealing with Canute, but his father is an abomination.
How much do you hate him?
Translation, what could you do?
Your sentiments are not felt in isolation, Your Highness.
Are you saying that there are others who would back a resistance?
Uh-huh.
I'm saying there are those that would back a leader who has an answer to the question, how much do you hate him? Your Highness, you sent for me.
Godwin, I did.
You're gonna place another option with this king now?
I cannot get your petition out of my head. And I do wish my son Canute could have heard it. As he may have responded differently. Your response could only be regarded as an insult. I was
To go for King Edmund?
Because I know why. Canute appreciates your loyalty,
Oh,
but I cannot have a man of your lowly rank work for me.
you're dismissed.
I hereby make you, Godwin, Jarl of Wessex.
The contrary! You're giving him a
It's always
territory.
the oldest Saxon bloodline.
A reason to have his loyalty, maybe, you know? That was a good move, in fact, I think.
Are you sure you trust these people? No, not at all.
Olaf! My Christian brother!
You're sharing a god?
They seem like us.
Ugh. Your boss ambitious?
I know he killed men in Iceland and in Norway. My family followed him to Greenland out of respect for his courage.
They bow their heads out of fear and not respect. I watched him beat a man in front of his children until he could no longer stand.
There is a darkness in him
He's cruel.
you cannot control. They share it.
If it is true,
I don't think so.
why have I never seen it?
Us neither, during the battle
Because
and
when
all.
with you it goes away. The time come.
I have come to deliver a wedding gift.
I mean to unite Norway under the banner of Christ. And for that, I need Kattegat. To take Kattegat, I need you.
You want the same
Did you hear
thing.
that, old one? The time has arrived. You can count on my help.
And in exchange,
What do you require for your services? Silver? God has instructed me to build a great church in Kattegat. A beacon so that all who see it may know the love of Jesus. And that is my price.
a church in Kattegat, I'm not sure that I can...
You can have your church. As long as Kattegat remains a key trading post in Viking. Of course. You destroyed Uppsala. Yes. I burned it to the ground, along with its sham priests and false gods.
It is I who is the cross that carries the sword, not this girl you prophesied.
What girl?
Ignore him, brother Olaf. You just tried to tell you I'm mad. Do we have an agreement? Huh?
Skål. Brother Kore.
No! Can you save him?
These are Olaf's colours.
He is Jerry Kore.
And they can recognize you, so you can't enter into the place.
We are here, Your Highness. Our presence counts for something.
But does it count for me?
We swore an oath to Canute to support two kings.
But should I die first, Canute's existing and future heirs shall have sole claim. You will be kneeling to Viking kings for a long time.
And it's clear that Forkbeard intends to enforce that. The initial question is who? Who here will support our English king? Agreed. Sire.
It's a proof. Why do I think that you committed a mistake?